My name is Arne Nicolaas and I am Senior Electrical Project Manager at Evnex. I'm an electrician by trade, being in the industry for about 6 years. Do everything from quoting to installing myself, a bit of product development, as well as managing all installations throughout the country. It's a super exciting industry and it's here to stay. It's going to go massive, and Evnex is well positioned. Coming here at the start, it seemed very agile, very friendly, very personal. It's a great bunch of people. Everyone is working hard to really get somewhere. Ed, the CEO, is a top guy to work for, and he really makes you feel comfortable and welcome at your place of work. My favourite memory was probably a Christmas party, which was pretty hilarious. You spend a lot of your time at work and really feeling like you have a place and your value actually goes a really long way. This company is really good at that.